Good morning. How is everybody today? I'm Karen Yankovich, and this is Link Up Your Marketing. And we are doing some daily LinkedIn tips, at least for now. It's April 2020 while I'm recording these. And we're doing some daily LinkedIn tips to help you get some forward momentum on your LinkedIn marketing, on your marketing in general, right? And to create a brand for yourself and for your business that really helps drive the profits in your business. So I am, as usual, excited to be here with you today. And today we're actually going to talk about your contact information. And this sounds like a silly thing, like your contact information. But it's something that I cannot tell you how often I speak to people, and this is not updated. And there's some really good reasons why you need to do this. Janet, good to see you here this morning. We are live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So if you're watching this live, you can leave your comments on any of those platforms, and I can see them and I can respond to them. So happy to answer your questions. So I'm going to share my screen and show you what I'm about. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull up your LinkedIn profile. And let me just give a second for my screen to show up here. You're going to be going into your LinkedIn profile, not just the homepage, but actually the profile. So you're going to go to this Me here and view profile. And then you're looking at this, your actual profile. And what we're looking at is this section right here where it says contact info. So I want you to click it. And the most important thing for you to pay attention to is contact info. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Some of you guys, Facebook, if it says Facebook user, I know you're here, but I don't know who you are. So if you log into facebook.com/StreamYard, it'll give me your name and I can address you properly. But just, I'm not ignoring you. I see you. I just don't know who you are. So when you click your contact, the first thing I want you to pay attention to is your email address. And this is important. I want you to make sure that your primary email address on your LinkedIn account is something you will have access to regardless of where you work. So if you need to make it a Gmail account, if you need to make it something, that's personal to you. And here's where this is important. If something happens, let's say you work at ABC company, right? And your email is Karen at ABC company, and you set this up when you worked for that company, or you set this up when, because you're working at that company now. If ABC company goes out of business and you don't have access to that email, or if you leave the company and they restrict your access to the email, you will lose access to your LinkedIn account. Okay. You will potentially. So I want to make sure, and this is really important, make sure that this email address, the main primary email address that you use to log in to LinkedIn, is an email address you will always have access to regardless of where you work. Okay. So that's the biggest, most important tip we're going to talk about here today. Hi, Ursula. Good to see you. Otherwise, go through this and just make sure, see where it says address. I work from my home. I don't need my home address on there, right? So I just put my website. Why not? You can put your Twitter account. You can put your birthday. I'm going to do an entire video on birthdays coming up, but you want to definitely put your birthday on your LinkedIn account. And then look, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Look for tomorrow's LinkedIn tip about why it's important to put your birthday on here. And then check this site out, websites. When you edit this, and by the way, to edit it, you just click this pencil, right? And it puts this section in edit mode. And when you edit this, you want to make sure, especially this website section, what it'll give you is the opportunity. Hi, Tina. We're just talking about your contact information. You may have to go back to watch the beginning of the text. But when you click this pencil, you have the option to add some text to this. And I would recommend you do. You notice here that these two go, so here you go, website URL. The options here, and I choose other in all cases because with other, it gives me the option to add text. If I put personal website, business website, I don't know, it's not really giving anybody a reason to actually click, right? So I want you to have a reason to actually click. So you'll notice that I have two of these are actually going to the same site. One's going to my homepage and one's going to my page. And I put, different things. I'm actually going to change this because it's been a while since I've checked this. And I'm going to change this to LinkedIn marketing. Okay. Because that's what I focus more on now than just general social media marketing. You'll notice my second goes to the on my website because that is the most visited page on my website. It's probably the most visited page on your website. It's just we're interested in the people we do business with, right? And then my last one I send to my LinkedIn group. So it's just a way to drive traffic to my group, and my group is a marketing vehicle for me, right? So pick 3. Again, I choose other instead of personal website, so I get the opportunity to type something in here. And then double check and make sure that the phone number you have here is the phone number you want to be contacted on. I get contacted on this phone number. Well, not every day, but I get contacted on this phone number. Okay, let's just leave it at that. I get contacted on this phone number. So you want to make sure that it's a number you're going to answer if it is an unknown caller, right? If you have your cell phone number or your home number on there, you might not answer it if it's an unknown caller, and those unknown callers might be business opportunities for you, right? So make sure that this phone number is something that you're going to answer no matter what, right? Because this is business. Obviously, you can update some other things here. So I'm going to save this because I made a change. The information I have in other, and that's it. So it's not complicated. I'm going to just stop screen sharing here now. It's not complicated, but it's important serving properly, that it's serving you the way you want to be served, right? So that is my tip for you today. Double check your contact information on LinkedIn. Make sure that it is going to the places you want it to go to. Make sure that it is feeding your business properly, and make sure more than anything that the primary email address that you log into LinkedIn with is an email address that you will have access to no matter what happens in your life and business, okay? Make sure it's not at your company name. Unless you own the company, you own that domain name, right? But make sure it is at something you will always have access to, because I've seen people get in trouble with this, and I've seen people lose access to their LinkedIn account as a result of this. And it is very difficult, if not impossible, to get it back when that happens. So that's your tip for today. I hope that was helpful. See you back here tomorrow for another tip. Take care. Have a good day, everyone.